Hey everybody, welcome to the show today for Near Disney. I am filling in for the fairy godmother of real estate, Kim Hawk. She is out celebrating her birthday today and has gone to a fittingly magical place in order to do it. She is in Venice, Italy at the moment. I know you couldn't be more jealous. So she has bestowed upon me her magic wand to take over host duties for the show today for you. I'm Elijah with Florida in Motion Realty. Happy to be here with you as always. And Kim likes to call me her Disney nickname, the Prince of Real Estate. And, but when I sit in the throne and get to have the cool studio for her, I am the king, as I like to call it. And so if we can make some magic happen here just as well. Kim will be featured in the show later, though, because we did get some pre-recording just before she left to go on vacation. So the point of the show is to highlight some of the best areas near Disney within a 25-mile radius of Cinderella's castle. We have a really cool new segment that we're excited to introduce you here today that I'm going to get going. But first, I'd like to say a few words to show solidarity with South Florida. Even if you are watching from out of state, you may have heard that Hurricane Ian impacted Florida last week, and some regions were affected worse than others. Florida has always been resilient in these storm times, largely because when they happen, the state comes together and helps how they can. And as today is Kim Hawk's birthday, the fairy godmother of real estate appreciates all your comments and texts of love and support. And she's told me that the biggest gift that you can give to her is for everyone to text 20222. That's 20222 to Florida Disaster, where they charge your phone bill just $10 to help those in need. This was set up as a nonprofit by Florida First Lady Casey. It's just something we want to show that, even though that storm has passed, it is still something that impacts, and it's these people in these areas are still very much on our hearts. So we love you, South Florida. And with that said, I'd like to just kind of move on to the main show for today. We are excited to be starting our series to highlight what we call Central Florida beyond the parks, because Central Florida offers so much more than the theme parks that we are best known for. And today's video is a real treat because our realtor, Taylor Owens, who Kim likes to give her Disney nickname, Belle, because she fits it so well, is going to talk to us about Wakiwa Springs and Wekiva Island as something that you are able to get in touch with as well. Just as a preface, much of Florida, like I just mentioned, Wekiva Island has been impacted, and it may be closed just now, but Wakiwa Springs are open. You should be able to get out still on a kayak and do that. So just a little bit of the beautiful footage that Taylor Owens shows you may not be quite there at this time, but it will be coming back soon. Like we said, Florida is super resilient. So without further ado, I am excited to bring you Taylor Owens talking about Florida beyond the park.
Hey, it's Taylor Owens, or Belle as the fairy godmother of real estate likes to call me. Although we love the magic of Disney, Orlando is so much more than theme parks. Today we're here exploring Wakiwa Springs State Park, located just 20 minutes from downtown Orlando and 35 minutes from Disney. Wild and scenic, these springs offer one of the most unique natural features in the entire United States, and they offer great recreation opportunities, so let's go check them out. The springs are truly Florida's natural theme park, since they offer so many recreation opportunities like swimming, snorkeling, hiking, biking, and what we'll be doing today, kayaking. Kayak and canoe rentals start at $35 for the first 2 hours, and it's additional $5 for every hour after that. They've got a variety of different paddling lengths and difficulties, and today we're going to be making the journey down to Wekiva Island. As you paddle down the winding Wekiva River, you're sure to see some of Florida's diverse flora and fauna. Today we saw alligators, both freshwater and snapping turtles, fish, and a large variety of birds. We also got very lucky and got to see a mama manatee and her newborn baby, which was so exciting even as a native Floridian. The trip to Wekiva Island takes about an hour and a half round trip. Wekiva Island is a spacious indoor-outdoor recreation complex offering an outdoor bar called the Tooting Otter, a food cart, a general store, beach volleyball court, private cabanas, and cornhole, making it a great place to stop for some beer, food, and play some games. You can also continue down the river for a longer journey or head back to take a dip in the refreshing spring swimming hole. These cold water springs are formed by crystal clear water flowing from an underground network of groundwater called the aquifer. Wakiwa Springs pumps out 43 million gallons of water a day and ranges from 68 to 72 degrees. It's estimated that Florida has over 1,000 natural springs, which is more than any other state in the country and the densest concentration on Earth. Entry fees start at just $6 per cart, which make it an affordable day activity whether you live nearby or are just visiting. Summer and weekends are peak times and they do reach capacity, so be sure to get here early to enjoy all the fun. I hope you enjoyed coming along with us today to experience Wakiwa Springs State Park, and be sure to give us a call if you're looking for a home in this beautiful area.
Hey guys, oh my gosh, can you believe all that great information that Belle gave to us on being out on a kayak and all the beautiful nature that's in Central Florida?
I love it. It's great. It's terrific.
And the manatees.
I was very impressed. I just love it. And you know what? I want our audience to know about all of you guys. I get the pleasure, the honor to be able to work with you and to know what your passions are. And I know there's going to be a lot of people out there that will connect with each of you in different ways. And so, you know, especially if somebody's out there wanting to kayak and whatnot, you got to make sure. And, you know, Belle is Taylor written. I give everybody nicknames because they're my dream team. So I can't even get my finger right. But anyway, put your hand up when I say your name. That might be better versus me. Yeah, there we go. Yeah. So our Belle, she did a great job. And I think next week, I think Elijah, who loves to ride bikes, he's got something cool coming his way too. So anyway, Elijah, the prince of real estate, you want to put your hand up instead of me doing, there you go.
Yes. I'm happy to be here as always.
Yeah. And our fairy goddaughter of real estate, Chelsea.
Hi guys.
And of course we have Cinderella, who is with us in the corner down here, Virginia.
Hey guys.
Yeah. So Belle, tell me a little bit more about kayaking. What else do you want us to know?
Totally. Yeah. I mean, I grew up on the Gulf Coast, going to the beach and going fishing all the time under the Skyway Bridge in Tampa, which is a great area for a day trip. But if you're in Central Florida in this near Disney area, Wakiwa Springs is a great place to visit. Florida has over 1,000 natural springs, which is the most dense concentration of springs on Earth. And whenever I seem to talk to people about Florida, they don't know about them. And it's so crazy because they are one of the most beautiful things, I think, in the United States. So I love to visit them for kayaking, but not just kayaking, because you can also snorkel or free dive, fish. If you're not one for the water, there's also a lot of good boardwalk trails for hiking or bird watching. Just when we were out on the water, we saw alligators, mama manatee and a baby, tons of different birds, tons of different fish. And so it's just a really awesome place to kind of be immersed into Florida's natural ecosystem. And it's not far from Disney if you're here to just visit, or if you live near Disney, it's also a great place to take a day trip. And there's a lot of other ones within the area. There's also Rock Springs, which is in the 25 miles, which is a good one. And if you go a little bit further, there's also Blue Springs, which is where manatees gather every winter to take shelter in the warm water. So that's a great place to see some more wildlife. And there's a bunch of great places to visit and things to do and get outside, which is one of my favorite things to do.
Yeah, I thought you did an excellent job. I remember when I first started dating my husband, there was something called a champagne train. You would take these rafts, and everybody would connect their rafts, and you would pass bottles of champagne and drink champagne as you were. It was amazing. So it's definitely a must do. But I can't thank you enough. And I'm sure there's a lot of people out there that were interested and want to make sure they. So what else do you like to do in your spare time, Belle?
Oh, in my spare time, I also love to bake. I love to do a bunch of different arts. And obviously, since I'm in real estate, I also love to buy and sell real estate. And one of our great listings that we have on the market right now, which you guys might have heard a little bit about, is at 7623 Brookhurst Lane in Encore at Reunion, which is a gated resort style community. And it's really just a fantastic listing if you're looking for a short-term rental opportunity, or whether you're looking to really relax and get some vacation life in if you want to live there permanently.
Yes. So I am so impressed with our dream team because they work together and looking at numbers. And this one, I believe, is the most economically priced short-term rental in Encore and the Reunion area that has 10 or more bedrooms. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Last I checked.
Fully furnished. Yeah, they even had a princess room. That was really great. I remember seeing that. But it's got the swimming pool, and when you work the numbers, all the numbers that you guys were crunching, to me, it was just a no-brainer, which is so nice. It was a corner lot, looked new. Yeah, so.
It's a beautiful home. It really is. I think all the great Disney theming inside makes it a really fun spot for that awesome vacation rental, or if you want to be truly in the Disney magic all the time.
Yes, yes. And speaking of a cool home, Chelsea, I know you have a brand new listing that's come up this week. You want to talk to us a little bit about it?
So I have a home that's listed in the Rolling Hills of Claremont. It's a beautiful ranch style home. It's 11514 Beeman's Circle. It is on a half acre, which you do not find it as a true half acre. It's a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, a little over 1,500 square feet, huge fenced in backyard, and it's in a super quiet neighborhood. All the neighbors are fantastic. It's on the 27 side. It's off of 27, so it's a little bit further back from like downtown Claremont area, but it's only about a 15-minute drive, if that, to the downtown Claremont area, and then about a 30-minute drive to Disney if you jump on 429 or anything like that. So it's just an awesome location, and it's a beautiful home. There's tons of room for reimagining right up Belle's alley. It really is a great home. So keep an eye out for it. Go check it out.
Yeah.
If you'd like to set up a showing, please get a hold of me.
Absolutely. And it's so rare, a ranch home, because so many times you'll see properties out there and all the bedrooms are upstairs. And so you've got one with all the bedrooms on the first floor. And no HOA. So if you wanted to add even more, I mean, you could build more house to it. I don't know that you need it, but
no. And there's plenty of space on the property to do that. The backyard is so big. Even if you wanted to be able to put in a small pool or anything like that, there's definitely space for that. And I think one of my favorite things about the neighborhood is all the oak trees. So you get tons of shade, and it's cool. And it's a cul-de-sac. It's on a cul-de-sac, which I feel like is so rare to find now. Like your kids can go out and play and have fun. And if you have any animals, it's a great fenced in backyard. So just a really cool find.
And it's a nice sweet spot. Cinderella and I were talking about with the Disney Federal Credit Union, the special programs that they had. This Cinderella, this could be like a perfect, because it's going to be under 500,000. So this is under 500,000, and we were talking with May about, you guys, our Disney cast members that are watching out there, please be aware that, we are the new official realtors for the federal partners program with Disney, which is so exciting. And I think it's going to be announced October 27th. But we're going to be on a panel. But there are programs out there where you have no money down to buy property, no money down.
Right.
And then my dream team here, Elijah the other day was recommending to somebody, hey, why don't you talk to Disney Credit Union and ask them to allow 1.75% from the seller to buy down your interest rate. So my team is just doing wonders in regard to, there's no more argument about the interest rates too high, no money down. I mean, how can you beat that as a Disney cast member? Or even if you did need to put some money down, 3.5%. A lot of times our Disney cast that we're talking to, we're saying, oh gosh, I got to put 20% down. We're like, no. You may not have to put any down. And now maybe 3.5%. Oh, by the way, if you have a family member, there are gift funds that are allowed to do that. So, yeah. But
I just think it's beneficial for, people to reach out to us, because there's a lot of programs that, we've thought outside the box kind of thing. And, it's not as black and white as you think. So we're here to help. Definitely.
And Cinderella, you were talking about this ribbon program as well. So, I mean, talk to us a little bit about ribbon.
Yeah, so the ribbon program, basically it's for people who are interested in, they really are wanting to buy a house, but maybe they're a year out. And the ribbon program comes along and helps you buy the house, and then you rent it. You have a year from the day of the closing to for yourself to buy it. And so you have that whole year of a cushion to rent it. And it's just a nice peace of mind and a way to get into a house a little bit earlier.
Yes. So they're putting their cash up front for you.
Right.
And they're still going to want an inspection. But, what we found is we've had, some young people that are looking to get married, and they're thinking, I want to buy a house at some point. This is a way to go ahead and get that secured, and then get married, move into the house. And then now you combine two incomes coming in together, and it makes it easier for you to get approved for a loan, right? So that's a good way to do it. And then Elijah, I know that you've been showing a lot of properties lately where the inspections are not coming back as well as you would like, and with your folks. And I just really respect how you stand by them and saying, I'm sorry, we're just going to have to cancel this contract, and we're going to need to keep looking, right? So
yeah, I mean, something we always want to work with integrity, and always, make sure we prioritize people. That's an important step, especially in Florida, where there are like certain conditions and locations that can be kind of invisible problems that we would like to always recommend a licensed Florida inspector get in there quick, because everyone talks about like, oh, what if I find something? Can I still get my money back? Can I still get out? If it came down to that. And so we always we write up as is contracts sometimes, and people get a little scared of that, because that means like, oh wait, I'm taking it even if we find something wrong. No, that means that you have the right to inspect, and within your agreed upon inspection contingency window, you get the chance to find out if it's okay. Sometimes, even though it is as is, we still will try to fight for you. We know that technically it says this, but we kind of get into negotiation mode and talk to the seller agent after, and say, hey, we'd like to present these main issues that are presenting an obstacle. And I get the feeling that if they're presenting an obstacle for us, they may kind of still present an obstacle for someone down the road. So maybe we could just kind of nip it here, meet in the middle somewhere, or if you see this as reasonable. And then sometimes, more often than you think, we can get a little bit of a concession with negotiation, even on an as is contract. We can't promise it that way, but it's something where we will try to still fight for you for. In this case, they found some stuff that was good to find, and we're already showing the next house, and we think it might even be an even better opportunity. So
yeah, it's a God dot. So I You know, a lot of times, so what's happening now, what I see with my team is that sellers are going to have to be a little bit more humble now.
Yeah.
We've gone through that season of where it's been, you got to pay our price and we might multiple offers and we don't want you to do an inspection and you know, all these things that we were all like, no, no, no. Well, now, even when it says it's as is, in Florida, typically you get a seller's disclosure. And if that seller's disclosure does not say that there's a problem with the air conditioner, like everything's fine, and then Elijah or my team go in and with the inspection and that air conditioner is not working that day, well, guess what? Now we got to renegotiate the price of that house because they didn't disclose. So when we were putting the price forward, you know, we were working off the assumption that the air conditioner was fine. Right. The day of inspection, then he goes in and he's like, I'm in here for 4 hours with an inspector and the AC is not working at all. And I know it's an $8,000 problem or whatever it's going to be. Then Mr. and Mrs. Seller, you got to come back to the table and negotiate, or you got to fix it. You got to, you know, do something like that. But sometimes our buyers are saying there was a lot of stuff they didn't talk about. You know, so I don't have a lot of trust in this product. So can you show me some other things? And I have always found that with the way that you guys work, that you want the best for our clients because they're like family and friends to us now, that we want to make sure we're getting the best buy for them too, because we know years down the road when they want to sell it, we want to be able to look them in the eye and say, no, I'm glad you bought this house, you know, because we want to help you sell it. And, but I know poor Elijah, this has been one of those weeks, Elijah. I've had one of those weeks before myself. And, but I promise you, I'm very proud of you for going back out there and finding something else for him. But, yeah. So go ahead.
I'm gonna say we conduct the inspections. You know, that's why we do it.
Yeah. No Uncle Bob. No Uncle Bob.
Licensed Florida inspector. You know, we got him in our Rolodex. So.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
I never know October what it's going to be like in Florida. Sometimes Halloween, I see the kids all bundled up because it's cold. And there's other Octobers where you see and you're like, oh my gosh, that little lion outfit, they're sweating under there, and you just feel for them. But come November, that's the month where everybody wants to be here. And I know the town where our office is, that's an incredible spot to be because they make it look like it's snowing. And the month of October, we got a lot of cool stuff. We're going to be doing our major announcement with the Disney cast members. Once again, Disney cast members, call my dream team now. Before they get super booked with some other people, but call my dream team now. There you go. All their telephone numbers are listed there, and get an appointment because we're here for the long haul. Some of you may say, gosh, I don't know what my credit score is like. Well, it's okay. Let's start working on it. Better for us to help you start working on it now versus you tell us a month before you want to close on something and we needed 3 months to work with you to help you get that score up there, right? So that's what we do for a living. And then October 22nd, we cannot wait. There's something called Rocktoberfest, which is in downtown Celebration. And some clients of ours, Fairview, who are TikTok sensations, are going to be opening up the concert. They're going to be on the main stage and we're going to be streaming. So Streaming the Magic, we are the official realtors for Streaming the Magic. And I know Cinderella and I are trying to conquer streaming. And I feel like she's going to be the queen of streaming. And I'm going to be the assistant to her because I didn't catch on it as fast. But I really do see there's a lot of value. Yeah. What do you think about streaming?
I think it's a great way for people to see you. I mean, it's over 144,000 viewers at a time. And, you know, if you really get into a groove, then you can definitely have a consistent number of people watching you and just kind of exploring all that there is to offer out here and helping with real estate. And I think Oktoberfest is going to be a lot of fun. I mean, there's going to be lots of food vendors and they make like the leaves fall, I think every hour on the hour from 6 to 9. So that's fun for the kiddos and just a lot of vendors out there. It's just a really fun atmosphere. So I'm excited to stream.
Yes.
Yeah.
And we thank you, Streaming the Magic. I know a lot of times you're putting our information up on on your platforms. So we want to say hello to everybody that's watching from there. And we also want to say congratulations to the Orlando International Airport, the new terminal being open. We're expecting to see a lot of our friends from the UK and from Ireland and all these international flights that are now going to be piling through here. Another 12 million people coming to Central Florida per year. So we're ready for you. We're ready for you. Call my dream team. Don't forget about that short-term vacation rental home, because that would be a great property for somebody that's over, especially in the UK, that might want to be here for a month. Yeah. Yeah. I love it. Anything else? What did I miss, guys?
I don't think you missed anything. I think we covered a lot.
Yeah, I think we're good.
All right, very good. I'm going to go jump in a kayak.
Yeah.
Talk me into it.
All right.
Definitely. There.
All right, guys. Thanks so much. Call my dream team and go to Near Disney YouTube. If you're not watching, make sure you subscribe and like, okay? Let us know. Take care. Bye. Bye-bye.
Get out with the outro with the fireworks. I love it. Yes, please do subscribe and like to Near Disney YouTube channel and Facebook account, because I think we're bringing you some really great stuff as we're going forward this year. You kind of see we've got a whole breadth of Florida coverage. We're highlighting this Beyond the Parks series that we've started. Taylor Owens just talked about the Springs, and I'm going to be on next week telling you about biking in Central Florida. But then we've still got the parks covered, because Kim's telling you about that living near Disney and the Streaming the Magic program that we all get to be a part of. We're excited to be a part of the host of personalities that walk through the Disney attractions and the main cool hubs in Central Florida, just to kind of give you an intimate, personal guide through some of that through the lens of the channel. I mean, it's just so easy to hit subscribe to Streaming the Magic and just kind of be in tune with us, especially if this is an area you're thinking about exploring. Shout out to Audra, who's come down from the cold autumn of Chicago this week to check out homes in Central Florida with me. Really appreciate the opportunity to be with you. And in case you're tuning in late, I see some people are kind of in more than they were before. We mentioned the ability to give to Florida disaster relief for the storm that passed with Hurricane Ian. That's texting 20222, and they will charge $10 to your phone bill. That's what Kim wants for her birthday gift, to be able to give back and bless our fellow Floridians. Happy birthday, Kim Hawk. She's in Italy right now, having the magic. Hope she gets some good pasta like they did in Lady and the Tramp for us Disney fans. Otherwise, tune in next week. Great to be your host. As always, you have a great time.